Chapter 1. A Happy Family. My name is Emily. I am a mother of two beautiful daughters, Jenny and Mia. We live in a small town with my husband, Daniel. He works in an office, and I am a teacher. Our home is filled with love and laughter. Jenny is 10 years old, smart and curious. Mia is only 5, full of energy and always singing little songs while playing with her dolls. Every evening, we sit together as a family. I tell my daughter stories, and Daniel makes funny jokes. We laugh, eat dinner together, and sometimes play board games before bedtime. But deep in my heart, I always feel like something is missing, like a puzzle with a missing piece. I never spoke about it, but I carried that feeling with me every day. Chapter 2. The Forgotten Picture. One afternoon, Jenny was playing alone in the living room while Mia napped. I was busy in the kitchen when I heard Jenny's voice.
"Mom, who is this baby?"
She asked loudly. My heart stopped for a moment. I walked into the room and saw her holding an old picture. In the photo, I was holding a baby in my arms, and Daniel was standing beside me, smiling. But the baby was not Mia, and it was not Jenny. I took a deep breath and sat beside Jenny, holding her hand. His name was Arian, I said softly. He was your elder brother. Chapter 3. A Secret Revealed. Jenny's eyes widened. I have another brother. Daniel entered the room and sat beside us. He nodded. Yes, sweetheart, but we lost him when he was very little. Jenny looked at me, confused. Lost him? Where did he go? I felt a lump in my throat. Holding her hand tightly, I said, "He was very sick, Jenny. He was weak from birth. The doctors tried their best, but he did not survive." Jenny looked at the picture again, her small fingers tracing Arian's face. "Why did you never tell me?" she asked, her voice barely a whisper. Daniel sighed. "It was too painful. Jenny, we didn't want to make you sad, but I want to know about him," she said firmly. "He was my brother, and I want to remember him." Chapter 4. Arian's Little Treasures. That night, after dinner, I brought out a small wooden box from our cupboard. I placed it on the table and opened it carefully. "These were Arian's things," I said softly. Inside, there were tiny baby clothes, a soft blue blanket, and a small stuffed elephant. Jenny picked up the blanket and touched it gently. "Did he look like Mia?" she asked. I smiled, my eyes welling up with tears. Yes, he had the same eyes. And he loved bedtime stories, just like you. She held the little elephant in her hands. "What was his favorite story?" Daniel answered. "He loved the little star. We used to tell him that story every night." Jenny closed her eyes, as if imagining Arian listening to the same stories we tell her and Mia. Chapter 5. Talking to Mia. The next morning, I found Jenny sitting beside Mia, who was playing with her dolls. "Mia, I want to tell you something," Jenny said softly. Mia looked up, her big brown eyes filled with curiosity. "What is it, Jenny?" Jenny took a deep breath. "We have another brother. His name was Arian." Mia tilted her head. "Where is he?" Jenny pointed at the picture on the wall. He was with us before, but he became very sick. Now he is in heaven." Mia was silent for a moment, then suddenly smiled. "Can we talk to him?" Jenny thought about it and then nodded. "Maybe we can. We can tell him good night every day." Mia clapped her hands happily. "Good night, Arian," she said. Chapter 6. The Memory Night. That evening, as we all sat together in the living room, Jenny looked at me with hopeful eyes. "Can we talk about Arian sometimes?" she asked. "I want to remember him." Daniel and I looked at each other. I reached for Jenny's hand. "Yes, sweetheart, we can talk about him." Daniel smiled warmly. "Would you like to hear some stories about him?" Jenny nodded eagerly, and Mia sat next to her, listening carefully. I told them about Arian's first laugh. Daniel shared how Arian used to grab his finger tightly. We talked about the first time he tried to crawl. We laughed at the funny stories, and we cried a little too. But it felt good to talk about him. Chapter 7. Writing a letter to Arian. That night, Jenny had an idea. She took out her notebook and a pen and started writing. "Dear Arian, I just found out about you today. I wish I could have met you. Mom and Dad say you loved stories. Mia and I love stories too. I hope you are happy in heaven. We love you. Your sister, Jenny." The next morning, Jenny showed the letter to Mia. "Should we do something special for Arian?" she asked. Mia thought for a moment and then smiled. "Let's make a star for him." Chapter 8. The Star in the Sky. That evening, Jenny and Mia made a small paper star. They wrote Arian's name on it and hung it near our window. "Now he will always be with us," Mia said happily. We looked up at the sky. The stars twinkled brightly. "Maybe he is up there looking at us," Jenny whispered. "Good night, Arian," Mia whispered, hugging Jenny tightly. Chapter 9. The Birthday Memory. A few days later, I sat beside Jenny and told her something special. "Arian's birthday is next week." She thought for a moment. "Can we do something for him?" Daniel smiled. "We can bake a cake and share stories about him." On Arian's birthday, we made a small cake. Jenny and Mia decorated it with stars. We all sat together and shared happy memories of Arian. It felt like he was still with us, smiling from the stars above. Chapter 10. The Missing Piece Found. Days passed, but something had changed in our family. We spoke about Arian often. We said good night to him every night. One evening, as we sat together, Daniel placed his arm around me. "Jenny, I'm proud of you. You helped us remember Arian in a beautiful way." Jenny smiled. "He is still a part of us." Mia held her sister's hand. "Now our family feels complete." I looked at the picture of Arian on the wall. The missing piece of our family was no longer missing. We had found a way to keep him in our hearts forever.